Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so first off, I want to apologize in advance for how weird my voice sounds. If it sounds weird, I sound kind of sultry at the moment. I'm getting over a cold and I lost my voice a little bit last week. So if you hear me cough, I'm sorry. Or have a sip of my drink, I do apologize. Now, when I first saw the name of your business, Yellow Lollipop Photography. So, like, I've never looked at your work. This is the very first time I am seeing your website and your work is right now. I come at this like I am a client who's never been to your website before. Okay. So, I was a little worried about the name of your company because it sounds like really silly. I'm not being mean, I'm sorry. But like Yellow Lollipop Photography, I was like, oh my gosh, she just like pulled these words out of nowhere. And I really have no idea what is going to be happening. And I was a little nervous. But then your website opened and I just fell in love. Um, I love this. I love this so much. I love Yellow Lollipop. Um, I don't even know what it means or if it has meaning to you. I would assume it has meaning to you. If it doesn't, then okay. But um, I love this. And your work is beautiful. Like, look at these little toes. It's like the perfect little taco. This is wonderful. Your work is beautiful. Um, I'm not sad about what I'm seeing right now. So I'm a little confused onto what problems you're having with your website. Okay, so looking at the order of your menu, though, I can see that we're probably going to have some problems here. Okay, all right. We're gonna keep scrolling. I love that this is what you do: maternity, newborn, children, families. Beautiful. These are fabulous. It says I'm Aneta. Is that how you say your name, Aneta, or is it Anita? I don't know. A New Jersey, a newborn photographer. Okay. I'm New Jersey newborn photographer. Okay. It's not about me, it's about you. Okay, great. And as a newborn photographer, it's my goal to use my knowledge and expertise to give you the most memorable, enjoyable experience. Okay, so you say it's about them, but then you talk about you. There's a huge disconnect here, okay? And that is a problem. So, like, you're literally talking about what you do, not what you do for your clients. And that is an issue. This is like the main meat and potatoes right here of your website. This is your calling card. This is what people are going to read. Is this very first thing on your website. They might not read about you. They might not read about what sessions are about, but they're more than likely going to scroll down and read this very first thing that you offer them. Okay? And right now, there's nothing unique or special about what you're telling me. This honestly is worded exactly like 1,000 other photographers. There's nothing special about it. And that's sad because your work is beautiful. Your work is special. Your work is unique. It's gorgeous. So this needs to reflect that. This needs to be unique and gorgeous, just like your photos. It needs to talk to your clients about what they're dealing with right now when they are booking you. So, like, you are primarily newborn, I'm assuming. That kind of seems like what you are, especially with a rainbow baby program. And then the quads on your page and all of that. You're pretty much showing only newborn here. And you say you're a New Jersey newborn photographer. So talk about this time of their life. What are they going through? This doesn't have to be about photography. Okay? Your photos are photography. Your photos are showing the product that you're offering. Okay? I'm going to show you my website real quick. I don't normally dive into my website this early, but I want to show you my homepage real quick. Whoops. So my homepage has my photos. I shoot newborns outdoors. And this is my paragraph. I literally talk about the little life in your belly and the size of your family and the love in your soul. And this is the season of your life that you'll never forget. And just like nature, babies need nurturing. So while you're worried about the foods you should be eating, the crib to buy, or how you're going to survive without sleep, let me take a little worry away. Rest assured knowing that your little bundle is in good hands, fully insured and safety trained hands. So I'm talking to their pain points. It's like they have this brand new, beautiful baby that they're just going to hand off to some freaking stranger. Yeah, they are. Because I'm going to make them feel really comfortable about it. And that's an emotional connection. This is we're talking about their life and what's going on and how they're feeling and what they're going through. Not just that it's about you. Obviously, it's about them. It's their photos. Duh. Right? It's about your story, your family, your love. Duh. Like, that's obvious. And I really hope you have knowledge and expertise to give memorable, enjoyable experience. Like, this isn't unique. So you need to scrap this paragraph, this whole thing. Okay? You do need to say what you do and where you are. I don't think you need to say hi there. You can say, is it Aneta? I'm going to call you Aneta, and I'm sorry if that's wrong. You can totally correct me if you message me back, okay? I apologize. But you can totally say, I'm Aneta, New Jersey, newborn photographer, right? But you honestly don't even have to say your name because at this point, they don't really care about your name. So you could literally just say newborn photographer in Hunterdon County, New Jersey. Now, is this the search term? Do people actually say the county name when they search? So like I know where I live in Lee County, Florida, and people do search Lee County for their services. But even more than that, they search Southwest Florida, they search Fort Myers. So be aware of whatever you put here. And I know New Jersey is pretty small, so it's not like where I live where I have to put my region. You could potentially just put New Jersey, but you could also just put your city. So depending, if people do actually search for things via the county name, then go for it. But I don't think you don't need hi there. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. You don't have to put hi there or your name. You can literally just say newborn photographer serving Hunterdon County, New Jersey, and beyond. Okay? But you do still need that information right here on this top line. And then you need to make an emotional connection like we were just talking about. And then from there, you're going to need a call to action. Okay? You have to have a call to action. So right now, you have links out to your blog post, which that doesn't matter at this point. And then you have some review. There's a lot of reviews. And then you have all of your little winning things. Oh, beautiful. I love that you have this down here in your footer. That is fantastic. And then you have White House Station, New Jersey here. So as I am assuming that's the county in your that's the city in your county. So figure out which one you want to use. I mean, you can leave that there. That's fine. But as far as like your top note, you've got to figure out what you want to put here. Okay, so you're going to need a call to action. And I'm going to keep going through your website, and we're going to figure out what that call to action needs to be. Because you do have an about page. Does that? Okay, so it's the same. That and that is the same. If you can disable this top link from being clickable, that would be really ideal because it can be very confusing because people are going to think that these are two different pages and they're not. They're the same page. Okay. So you have about you. You really don't have to say meet. Okay, cool. All about you. Wonderful. You still need a call to action on this page. So we'll go over that in a minute. Okay, so then we have why hire me. All right, well, this page needs a photo at the top. You're a photographer. There should never be a moment where they can't see your photos, okay? And you have tons of links out here. Okay, so NJ, I know it's New Jersey, but when you word it like this, it sounds like NJ is some sort of like professional designation. I don't think it's doing what you want it to do. You should just say, why hire a professional newborn photographer? And honestly, this is more like a blog. I don't think this needs to be its own thing. Yeah, I mean, does definitely feels more like a blog post than it does its own necessary page. So all of this stuff, your education and safety, your experience and expertise, your quality and consistency, like all of this kind of thing is explained through your work and through the words that you use in your website. Okay. So I don't think it's necessary to put this here. If anything, a lot of these things are FAQ page type of like Q&A. I don't feel like you really have to over explain these things. Especially because it's a lot of like I, me. If you're going to do a page like this, you really have to shift it into like making it about your clients and not about you. And that can be really hard. So, I mean, I love that you have all of this training and all this stuff. I can totally tell you do. But also clients don't freaking care. Right? Like they really don't. Like I have a bachelor's degree in photography. You know how many times clients have asked me about that? 0. I've been in this industry since like 2007 and nobody has ever asked me what makes me qualified to do this. Never. Because they look at my photos and they're like, damn, she's good. I want that. And that's going to be true across the board. Very rarely is this actually going to gain you clients. Okay? So be aware of that. Like this is an FAQ. I don't think this is something that is really super necessary as its own page. Like why hire me? Well, they should be hiring you because they love your work. Obviously, safety is a priority for us as photographers, but it tends to be a side note for clients. I think a lot of people come into it assuming that there is safety training involved, or they don't know, or they assume that you just know what you're doing. And I don't mean you like you, I mean you as in like all newborn photographers. I think when you're looking for a newborn photographer, you assume that people know what they're doing. And we as photographers know that that's absolutely not true. But I don't think a page like this is really doing anything for you. And honestly, if you wanted to keep this information like this stuff that can just go on your about page. Like just keep it going on your about page. Talk about your experience and your expertise. Talk about your education and safety. That's all still about page type stuff or FAQ. I don't think it needs to be separated out onto 2 different pages. It just causes confusion and overwhelm when you can just put it onto one page all together where they can just learn about you. And then if you move all of this onto your about page, it's totally fine for it to be like, I'm Imai, because it's your about page. It's about you. You're literally talking about yourself. Okay. So I would absolutely think about either turning this into an FAQ where it's client-based or pushing all of this information over to your about page. Okay. And then you have reviews. Aw, look at this. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying, but I honestly don't think it's necessary. So this is one thing that drives me kind of nutty. Is I don't know why we put reviews on a separate page. The best thing to do with reviews is to intermix them throughout your website. So like, I know you have a whole list of reviews here. This is doing nothing for you at all. If anything, I would put like a slider here that has like 3 to 5 really good reviews with a photo. So like kind of similar to what's going on here, but put that on the homepage with like 3 to 5 reviews, okay? That they can kind of slide through. Don't list them out like you have them on your homepage because no one's reading this. I'm telling you right now, nobody is reading this. And if someone wants to go find reviews, they're going to go look you up on Google or Yelp or Facebook. Like that's where people look for reviews. So, on a website, you use reviews as sort of like additional filler and to like bring a point home. Like you're talking about safety and style and all of that, then you lean in with a recommendation, right? That is what you really should be using these for, is like strategically place them throughout your website with a photo, and don't like put them in paragraph form like this, because that is, no one's going to read it. And then having it on its own page is no one's clicking on this. Like, and then to have to like scroll and click and then scroll and click, it's just very overwhelming, and it's a lot of clicks to just get through a couple little things. Like people aren't going to do this kind of work, okay? They're not. It's too much. So I really don't think you even need a reviews page. We've literally just condensed this from 3 to 1. You see what we just did? If we condense down the why hire me into your about and we drop the reviews, you now have one top link. And that makes it so much simpler, so much easier. It is better to have condensed information than to have too much information. You don't want to overwhelm people who are coming onto your website, okay? Because overwhelm creates confusion, and then people are not going to contact you or book. You want to keep this as simple as possible, and you want to give as much information that's comfortable, but not so much that they don't have to contact you. Okay, so then your next link here is your blog. Oh, cool, perfect. Eesh, don't keyword stuff. This is not good. What's happening here? Google doesn't like this at all. Google does, and plus these are H headers. They're competing against each other when you put them in. Well, depending on which H they are. And if they're H2 or 3, that's totally fine. But if they're H1s, then they're competing and you're just killing your own Google reach. So definitely you don't want to do this. This is called keyword stuffing. And it's where you like put in a bunch of competing keywords all into one page, and it's not good for you. Google doesn't like that at all. Okay, but otherwise, I like how this is laid out. It's really nice. Your work is freaking gorgeous. Okay, so then you have galleries, maternity, children, newborn. Okay, so this needs to be above here. This little directional thing. If you'd like to see more photos from my latest shoot, you can check out my blog. 2 examples, click on the photo category above. Okay, so this needs to be up here, because people don't scroll down and then go back up. They're gonna read the directions and then do the thing. So your words need to come up here. You also need a page title up here, like something that says galleries or portfolio or whatever. So we need to get these words up to the top. Okay, so then your galleries, you have maternity, newborn, and children. Okay, good. You have a little blip about what it is and what it's about. Oof. Be careful with this. I don't know why we need your old logo as a watermark. That's not attractive. Don't do that. And the quality on this slider is a little weird. Okay, some of them get better. I don't. That looks straight out of focus on my computer. Just heads up. Yeah, so watch your quality and get rid of these watermarked images. That's causing a branding clash because it's not even your current logo. Yeah, you honestly don't watermark on your website. It's really it really cheapens your brand when you watermark, honestly. And you have two different logos happening. I would just get rid of that completely and definitely figure out what's going on with the quality of the work on these sliders because some of them look really good and then some of them look really terrible. Like not the photo, the quality of the photo. So be aware of that. Oh, and then you have a black logo. So yeah, just stop with the watermarking on your photos. Just get rid of that and just put your straight photos into these sliders. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, see these look beautiful. So I don't know what's going on with your maternity slider, but it definitely doesn't carry the same quality as the photos here. So something's going on over there. And then child. Okay, great. So I'm so glad that you have information on each one of these pages. That is fabulous. I'm so glad of that. Now, the problem is you don't have a call to action. And that is a problem that we're running into on a lot of your pages. So, okay, so your top link here is something totally different. Okay. It links to your portfolio. Well, that's not good. You need to disable that top link if it's just linking out to a portfolio. Okay, so then we have maternity, newborn, children's. Oh, cool. So it's informational with a start at and some photos. Okay, so here's the thing. Why do you need this and the info on your maternity galleries? Because it's repetitive. There's really no reason to have both because this is basically a portfolio page. And I actually like this better than the slider. The quality is much better here than it is on the slider. And you don't even have like full pricing, which is fine. Please don't put full pricing. Don't think that's me saying put full pricing. I don't think you should. So then are all these laid out the same way? Oh, thank God. Oh, wow. So much great information. But this reads more like an FAQ rather than an actual information page. I'm just going to go through these. Mrs. Contact me. Okay. Oh, see, there's your call to action. You have a call to action here. But you don't like on any of the other pages. Okay. And then we have gift certificates. Blech, nope. Get rid of this. Just drop this totally. There is no reason to pull them away from your website. Don't do this. Okay? Don't do this. Get rid of that link completely because it takes them away from your website. You do not want this. If someone says, hey, can I buy a gift certificate? Then you send them the Big Cartel link, okay? You send them the link. Do not let them click out of your website. That is the biggest way to lose someone. And then you have specials. Again, you don't have a photo here. I mean, these aren't really specials. Honestly, I feel like you'd really benefit from an FAQ page because that's really what um this is. Like, do you offer products? Yes, I do. Like, would you like a gorgeous canvas? Or depending on your budget, I can get you great deals on products, right? Like, um, do you do a bridal or baby shower registry? No, but I do offer gift certificates, and you can absolutely contact me if you want to set it up. Or, oh, you do a registry. This is the easiest way to get gift certificates. Yeah, we do a registry. It's awesome. This is an FAQ. This is not a specials page. This isn't specials. This isn't like one-time only things that you offer. These are things that you always offer. This is an FAQ page. Also, your newborn page is also very much an FAQ. So I feel like an FAQ page might work to your advantage. Because right now it's not clear. Because special offers, I'm thinking that like you're offering a 20% discount at some point, right? Like, oh, for the month of, if you book for October, you'll get 20% off your package, or you'll get a free 8x10. Like, that's a special. You see what I'm saying? This is not specials. These are things you always offer. They might be incentives, like a referral program or the serviceman discount. So like you have incentives and payment plans, which is great, but these aren't specials. So I think you need to condense some information here. Like obviously we talked about condensing your about, but I think you also need to condense some of the stuff on your newborn session page along with your specials page. I think creating an FAQ or a Q&A, whatever you want to call it, would be really beneficial to you. And then you would put that underneath your about tab. So then the only things under about would be about you and your FAQ. And I'm going to pull you back to my website for just a second because I'm going to show you. I have a questions page as well. I have an FAQ. And this is where I put all the information about my qualifications. Like what makes me qualified to do this? What do I need to bring to my session? How long do sessions last? How much do they cost? How far in advance should we book? What if my baby's fussy? Can I share my Pinterest board? What if the weather's bad? What should we wear? When do I get my gallery? What if I lose my images? What's your rescheduling? What if my kid gets sick? Do you choose our location? Do you photograph anything else? So this answers all of those questions, right? And rather than having like a big slew of paragraphs, I have little blippy drop downs that make it really easy to digest in small chunks. Okay, so I'm not like oversharing the information, but I am giving enough that makes them feel comfortable. So this is so much to take in. I mean, look at that. It's just words. There's no photo breaking it up. There's no line breaks. There's no nothing. It's just a lot of text. And I think you would really benefit from an FAQ page where you condense this information from specials. You condense most of those questions on your newborn session page, and then you condense the why hire me. I think if you take those 3 pages and shift them into one FAQ page, you will be way better off and you'll have all of that really good information in one place. Okay, so then each one of these galleries has information on it, which is wonderful, and you only give starting prices, which is great. And you do have contact me. Do you have contact me on each one of them? No. You don't. Okay, so these pages all need to be the same. And like right now they look the same, but you're missing that contact button. You have it on the other one. You have it here on children's. You have tell me more, right? Or I would change it to contact me, honestly. I like tell me more, but tell me more kind of makes me think it's going to take me to another page where I can actually read more about what's going on, especially because you already have so much words on your website. This doesn't translate to contact me. You could say contact me to learn more, or let's chat, or let's talk, or something along those lines. But each one of these pages right here, maternity, newborn, and children's, all need to have the photos, and then I like the starting price, and then a contact me button, okay? Now, we need to figure something out here, because these pages could also act as gallery pages. There is absolutely no reason that you couldn't take this right here, little paragraph, and put it into, I know this page we'll move with newborn, we'll make it the right thing. Okay, so like, yeah, put that little blip about the newborn photography right there, and then have your paragraph, right? Not all of this, we're going to condense this down. Have your little paragraph, and then put the slider in right here, right? So you have the 3, you have the information, you have the button, this is contact me, and then you have your gallery slider. Like, why can't they be the same thing? Because right now you're doing the same thing twice. You've got the title, you've got information, you've got a gallery, right? You've got the title, you've got information, and you've got a gallery. They're the same pages, just one gives more information than the other. So I really think you could combine all of your detail and pricing pages with your gallery pages. There is no reason that they can't be one and the same together. Like, no reason at all. So I would combine them. And that's going to shrink down the amount of content on your website, which is a good thing. You don't want to overwhelm or confuse your potential clients. Okay? So I would condense. I absolutely would condense. I would have these 3 photos at the top like you have on every page. You have the title of what's going on. You have a little informational blip. And then you have a gallery. And you can either keep them scrollable galleries or drop in those gallery sliders right here underneath the information. Oh, and your call to action. Photos, title, info, contact me, slider. Do that for every single one of these pages. And then you can get rid of your gallery. You can get rid of this entire top link because you'll have all the information within the gallery itself. And then that's going to make creating the path through your website that much easier, because your goal obviously is to get them from your homepage to your contact page, okay? That's the goal. You want to give them the most information that you're comfortable with, but you don't want to overwhelm them, okay? So if we redo this, like we said, and then we have, instead of having featured in, like this is really, like, you don't need this, this should go to one of your galleries, okay? So instead of saying meet New Jersey baby photographer, say choose the experience you're interested in. Choose your experience and have maternity, newborn, family. Maternity, newborn, family. And have it link to one of those gallery/info pages. So then your goal is going to be home, gallery info, contact. Home, gallery info, contact. That is the main path going through your website. Every other page on your website has to link over to one of those things, okay? So like on your about page, this is great. You have all this information, but then you either need a button that says contact me, and I know you have book your session down here, but if we add more to this page, then that's sort of out of it. So either have contact me or have those 3 buttons again that says choose your experience. Choose the experience you're interested in. Maternity, newborn, family. Like, have it again right here, that same menu that links them back into that path that you want them on. Because right now this page is a dead end. You're not telling them to do anything after they learn about you. Every single page on your website has to link back into that path. Home, info, contact. Home, info, contact. Okay? You have to make emotional connections, and your big thing is going to be condensing your information. That's going to be your big struggle, I think, because you do have a lot on here. You've got a lot to work with, but you do need emotional connections. And you're going to get rid of some things like gift certificates, and I would get rid of specials. And condense, I would, like I said, the questions on newborn, the specials, and the why hire me. I think you could make a full-on FAQ page. Absolutely. You have so much good information there. I think you could condense all three of those things into one singular FAQ page, which would do very good, I think. But then make sure that your FAQ page links back over to either contacting or over to one of your informational pages. So mine goes to reach out. I have a photo and it goes over to reach out. So that's your big thing. You've got to work on creating that solid path through your website and condensing down some of your information. And then, since I think you're going to be getting rid of one of these things, I think we should just drop galleries and flesh out these pages. So get rid of galleries, and then I would change this to session info. Either say session info, the experience, just something along those lines. But details and pricing, I wouldn't say details and pricing, because you want to connect emotionally, not logically. So either call it the experience or the session, or session info, or information, or about sessions, like whatever you want to call it is cool, but don't hone in on pricing, because these pages really aren't about pricing, which is good. So yeah, I wouldn't focus on pricing. I wouldn't call it pricing. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna look at your Rainbow Baby program real quick, and then we'll oh, this is beautiful. Okay, that's fabulous. I love that you have this as its own thing up here. And this is fine. You can leave that. That is really cool. That's a special thing that you do. You only offer it once a month. So yeah, cool. Leave it. It's awesome. Don't change a thing on that. And then your contact page. Perfect. Send me a note. Love it. Okay, great. Contact page is perfect. All right, so everything we went through, getting that path, home, info, contact, home, info, contact. Everything else on your website should link back around to that. You do have some condensing to do. And then you do need to rearrange your menu. And your menu should be arranged in the same, almost the same way that you want people to view your website. So home is the first one, obviously. Then info. Then I would put your contact, blog, and then Rainbow Baby. Okay? I would actually have contact sit straight in the middle of your menu. And then if you have an FAQ, you can put an FAQ up in there too. I mean, you could kind of see how I have mine set up. I have home, info, portfolio, about, FAQ, blog, contact, and then I have another page about births. So like you have your Rainbow Babies, I photograph births. So that's my extra page. But you kind of want this in the same, like, sort of similar path as to how you want them to go through the website. So, okay, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, you do have some homework to do. But good luck. And again, reach out if you have any questions.